At 6, one Brighton man got his home reassessment back, and he found his home was assessed at $500,000 more than it previously was, potentially leading to an increase of over $6,000 in his tax bill.
Dan Gross caught up with the Brighton man today, as well as the town supervisor, as housing assessments continue in our area.
Patrick Moughan grew up in Rochester and moved to Brighton with his wife for the school districts for his two boys. Now, they bought this 2,500 square foot home in June of 2020. They've seen their estimates on Zillow continually going up during that time. So when nearby homes were selling, Moughan was expecting about a $500,000 price tag on his reassessment. However,
it went up to $822. It's mildly frightening. That increased our tax liability by $6,000, jumping it from an already high $12,500 to $19,000. It's a little bit of sticker shock.
His assessed value in 2024 was just under $300,000. So Moughan is looking at an increase of $500,000 instead.
We saw the number. My wife and I immediately started discussing moving. Like, that's not a number we can even think to be able to pay at this moment.
The last time Brighton did a town-wide reassessment was pre-COVID in 2018. Town Supervisor Bill Maley says it was time to do one given the dramatic increase of housing prices.
Property tax assessment process, when it works well, is designed to make sure that people pay their fair share, but not more than their fair share.
A reassessment does not mean that the town budget is increasing or that everyone will be taxed more. Maley, however, does say that the average assessed value of a home is up just under 100% in Brighton, adding the tax rate, though, will go down significantly.
Some people will pay less in taxes. Some people will pay more in taxes, regardless of what the overall budget does.
Maley says there is an appeal process in place for people who believe their home was assessed incorrectly. Moughan does have an informal hearing scheduled, but wanted more transparency from the town, a fair share of the tax burden, and a clear system for judging the value of his home.
It kind of questions, it makes me question if there was oversight on the process. We like living here, but we would have to look elsewhere because that's just ridiculous to us.
The time frame for the informal review process ends in March. After that, there are two more formal processes you can take if you still believe your home was assessed incorrectly. Reporting, Dan Gross, News 8.